Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tell 'em Dev. Today's topic is I want to talk really quick and briefly about college football recruitment. And I know people have gone through it, or you know stories of people who have gone through it. Well, I'm going through it. Pretty sure you guys know my son, Devin Jr., phenomenal football player. Not only does he have the look, but he's talented. He has the speed, the hands, everything, the ability all the way around the board. Lives for it. Makes people look like kids out in the field. He makes it look easy. I tell him all the time and he laughs at me. I'd be like, wow, look at that. And guess what? He doesn't see what he does. When he breaks people's ankles or he runs these touchdowns, he's like, what? What did I do? But enough of that. Now, we go. This is his dream. He's been doing this since he was 6 years old. Like ever since he touched a football, he's been great. Anybody who knows him. And then when he was in 6th grade, they told him people said he was too small. They said, oh, this speed that he has won't translate when he gets to high school. That's what one of the coaches said. Devin got to high school, and he was making those boys look like they were 6. Yep, same thing. Scoring, breaking people's ankles, in the paper, everyone. But he was in Little Old Salem, losing high school. They didn't get to the state championship, none of that, where he can win a state title and all that stuff. He was always in the paper and always in the forefront of everything, talking about how special he was and all that good stuff. And he's always been overlooked because he didn't play at this prep school or any of that when playing against those players. He did the same thing to them. So he goes to high school, plays on a losing team, but still gets all these accolades. Best thing to happen to Salem High School, returning touchdowns. He plays DB, plays wide receiver, same thing. He was like, Dad, I'm not going to get no office because I'm on a losing team. But guess what? We go, these teams see his video, and he goes to a school. And when he gets to that school, they did the same thing. They said, oh, he's just somebody that's, trying to fill out their roster. Didn't know they had something special. They had a 6'4" receiver, and they had these other guys on the team. They were all this and that. Showed Devin in his training and his practices, pooping on everybody. Scoring on them, men amongst boys, running by dudes, touchdowns easily, breaking dudes' ankles, doing what Devin does since he was 6. He finally gets to play with a bum quarterback. First season, over 100 yards a game, all these touchdowns, offensive player of the year, voted to the first team and second all-pro college team in his division. So he gets offers. We go to schools. He had one school in particular he wanted to go to, this school in North Carolina. He practices, he does everything. My son, in the off season, he'll work and he'll go to training, hands training, strengthening, all this stuff. The dude's awesome, phenomenal on the field. And I'm not saying this about my son because he's my son. I'm saying it because he's special. I say it the way it is. If you're average, I'll be like, oh, wow, he's average. He's not average. Devin can make it in the NFL all day. I put my life on it. I'm not saying it because he's my son. I'm saying it because if he wasn't my son and he was someone else's son and my son was playing with him, I would tell my son, go hang out with him, practice and do what he does or try to learn what he's doing because that kid looks awesome. I would tell a coach, hey, play that kid in front of my son. My son was playing and I seen this guy, I would be like, wow, y'all need to play him. I want my son to be on a winning team and I would want my son to play with him than my son to be playing and not win. But that's just me. But my son, he goes there his first year. He trains, he does all this stuff. He goes to hand strength and training, all that good stuff. You should see Dev. You should see the trainings that he does, strengthening his hands, catching, one-on-one drills, his footwork is immaculate. Look at his videos. I challenge anybody to please go look at Devin Talbert's sophomore college highlights, and you look at it for yourself, and look what he's doing with grown men on a college field. Freshmen, no matter seniors, sophomores, all that stuff. Look at what he's doing to them. Destroying them. He wins all that stuff. We go to this North Carolina school. They have a picture of my son on a movie screen. We want you. Picture of him in his other college uniform. A picture that he took, that they took off of his social media page. We want you here. Oh my God, you're gonna play. I pull these guys to the side. Listen, don't make my son come here, because he's not doing this just for his side gig. My son has a dream of getting to that next level, and that's why he's smart and he takes this seriously. This is his life. You talk to Devin about football, he gets emotional. My son will cry when it comes to football because he loves it that much. Not because I pushed it on him, never. He pushed it on us, to be honest with you. He pushed it on us. My son lives, eats, drinks football. But anyways, he gets here to this school. They sit him down the first year and say, oh, he doesn't know the playbook. You know what my son said? Teach me a couple of plays and put me in the game and let me play. That's how he thinks. He don't care about knowing all the plays. He just want to know some plays just so he can get out there and score and help his team win. That's how he is about football. And best believe, put him out there. Watch what he do. Just throw him the ball. Watch what he does. So he gets there. Wide receivers coach is a couple of years older than him. Just got out of college. You know how that goes. Doesn't like Devin because Devin's, I'm not going to lie, my son's a diva. He's a pretty boy. You know, he's popular with the ladies and all that stuff. And this guy started, his whole thing changed on Dev when he got there. Because Devin's a diva. Dev is like, I'm the man. He knows it. He'll listen. He dresses it. He walks it. He'll talk it. He'll tell you how he feels. My son will tell you how he feels. He is stubborn. I'm not going to lie. But he has a right to be, because he's special in that field. Devin can get it done. Devin can get it done. You all who know him and see him, like I said, go watch his videos. Look at the stuff. Now look at those videos. This is the stuff. Look at his footwork. You can't just learn that. You have to have a natural ability to be able to do that. What they do at the Columbine, all that stuff before they get in the NFL, they do that in college. Devin knows how to do all that stuff. He shocked me. He had to go do that stuff when he went to get recruited, and he was going into his senior year in high school. He had to do that. I didn't even know he knew how to do that. Out of hundreds of kids they had there from all different states, he went to Bryant University to do this recruitment thing. Out of all the receivers, they picked 3 kids out of hundreds of guys from different states that came there. They picked this 6'5" dude, a 6'4" dude. They picked Devin, and they picked this other dude. Devin was better than the other 2. They had coaches there from different colleges, UGA, Rutgers, all those places. I can show you the videos. I posted some of them on my page for you to look at. That's when you see him running those drills and he's catching those passes. Yeah. I should have posted the pictures showing you the other 2 boys that they picked that couldn't catch those passes that Devin was catching. And let's not forget, Devin was in high school. These guys were supposed to be like these elite talents. Devin was running routes. Coaches were pulling him to the side like, where are you from? You're from Massachusetts? And you play like this? Who coached you? Devin's shaking his head like, I coached myself. I went and I watched videos because he had the natural ability. That's how good he is. Now, my son gets in college and he does the same thing. At that first college, he goes to the second college. They don't let him play. Politics. They told me, listen, they told me and him, imagine this. Devin, I look at you as a special teams guy. My son has never played special teams in his life. Look at him play. Look at him in those games. Look at him running through the defense, reading the defense. Look at his footwork. Look at what he's doing to those DBs. Does he look like he belongs on special teams? But wait a minute. I said, well, wow. If my son belongs on special teams, I can't wait to see the receivers that you have, because my son is being underlooked. These guys must be awesome. I watch the games. I go to the games. This guy's a boo-boo. His mother, my wifey, is there. She'll tell you they were boo-boo, dropping the ball. It looked like when he was 6 years old again. They were dropping passes in their hands. They'll catch a pass and get caught from behind. Go look at Devin's videos. Tell me you see anybody catching from behind. Those games that you see when he was playing college was in New York, was in Virginia. He was playing against brothers from different places. My son, doodled on all of them. So, yeah, that's why I'm frustrated. I'm not just the father that's just saying this. I'm speaking out for all those fathers, all those young college players who are special, not the ones that just they're sitting on. I'm talking about the ones that deserve to play, but they're not getting the chance because of politics. Look at my son. If you know somebody, or you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, show him my son's video. My son's a real dude. Never been injured. No issues. Never been arrested. 3.0 GPA. Smart. Student honor roll athlete in college. What? Now, second year. I call a coach. My son is miserable. See, when you love something so much, just like I'm pretty sure people who you loved the girl or you loved the guy or you loved your kids and they were taken away from you, what do you see that person do? They're sad. They're miserable. But guess what? His grades didn't drop. His grades stayed up. My son's watching bums in front of him get nowhere. And guess what? The bums come to him. Train me. Show me how you do that. Why ain't you playing? You know what my son does? He calls us up, sad, doubting himself, saying, what did I do? Dad, do I suck? Look at his videos. Look at him playing in games. He do that easily. And the thing about Dev is, whether he's away, whether he's home, he plays just like that. Just like that. He can be at your house. Devin can play in outer space and do that same thing, because that's how he makes football look. And pressure and all that stuff, no fumbles, catches that ball. You may see him, listen, I ain't gonna lie, out of 1,000 throws, you may see him drop one, but that one out of the 999 that he caught would kill him, because that's how much he loves and thinks football. And me and his mother sitting on the phone with him when he's so sad and miserable because of the sport that he loves to his core, he never got a chance to play it. Look at his videos. Look at it for yourself. Look at him playing against people. Look what he does. You know what the coach told me? Oh, this is another thing. In practice, you know what his wide receivers coach said? With these other bum receivers that aren't doing anything, his team was horrible for the 2 years that he's been there because he didn't play. He said to me told Devin, you do too much on the field. When you catch the ball, we don't want you to do all that shifty moves and making people miss you and all that stuff. We want you to just run a route the way we want you to route it, run a route the way we want you to run it, catch it, and whatever happens, happens. Devin's like, what? You don't want me to catch the ball and get extra yards and get a touchdown? Go look in the NFL. Look at these new receivers. What do you see those receivers doing? Yep. The coach told Devin, he do too much. Devin runs a 4.3 easily. And he plays around on the field because he'll catch the ball, run by people, and then he'll slow down. He don't even run his full speed. I'll be looking at him sometimes and say, stop playing. Run. He'd be like, why? That guy can't catch me. I'm looking at him like, yeah, you're right. But like I said, comment. I appreciate you all. Love you all. My son deserves a chance. Dev can be in the NFL. He can do it. I put my life on it. I know my son. My son has it. He has the look, the skill, everything. He can read it. Do you talk to him? It's like talking to Bill Belichick. He'll tell you, he'll look at the defense and be like, yo, look at this right here, Dad. Like, I'm sitting there looking at him like, did you just say Chungi? Wow. Like, I don't speak Chinese. Like, what did you just say? Like, that's how good my son is. Comment. Look at his video, like it, show it to other people, pass it around. Tell me the truth, what you think, what you see when he play. I listen to everybody. You tell me. Tell me if you think he's a bum or whatever. Tell me. Look at it. And this is what he do. God bless all of you. I'm going to make more videos about other stuff. Comment, tell me topics that you want to talk about. I'm going to tell you how I feel, and I expect you to tell me the same. Until the next video.